Good morning, everyone. Today is September 19th. We are live streaming it here about 9:41 a.m. Eastern Time. Looking at some big movers today. It looks like everything is green across the board. SPY up about 1.5%. Big gap up here after the day after the Fed did a big rate cut, hiking down the rate 50 basis points yesterday. Let's see how the market reacts today so far. It's looking good. So no clear setups for me this morning. Seems like a lot of pop and consolidation here, except on things like ARM, which is just came straight down. But everything else like Intel, PLTR, is consolidating. Apple with a move up. PayPal also very strong today. PL, have that up on another screen. That could be potentially a good long. Intel rejecting pretty hard here. INTC. All right, I took some NVDA long here. NVIDIA, I like that for a long trade. So I am long NVIDIA. I also like PLTR for a long here. So I'm also in the PLTR long. The two longs for me today. Tesla looking very strong as well. PayPal breaking out to new highs. Coin also ripping up higher here. Coin, I like that for a long as well. I'm taking some long coin. So 3 longs right now. Long on coin, PLTR, and NVDA. PayPal rejected pretty hard at the 76 area. Intel double bottom here to 21s. SPY bouncing off nicely here. Tesla just hanging around at the highs here. Let's look at Tesla here. Just hanging out at the highs. No trade for me up here though. Need to wait till we see a real setup. Goodness gracious, everything just ripping higher, folks. Everything just wow, wow, wow. We're up nicely on all the trades right now. Coin doing well. NVDA doing great. PLTR doing well also. Intel kind of seems like it might be a choppy day for Intel, so maybe leave that one alone. ARM moving back up. Where do we have ARM? SPY just ripping higher here. Alrighty, so we had a little dip across the board here into a lot of things. NVIDIA back into 20 EMA, still holding long on that one. Coin back into the WeVAP, still holding long on that one. Same thing with PLTR, dip into the WeVAP, and still holding long. Have not taken any partial profits on either of those because I'm looking for a bigger move on pretty much everything here today. So not looking to take off any right now. Probably will take some off now that it's put in a bit of a range. Well, I'm looking to take some off on coin near the high of day. Same thing with NVIDIA. Probably will take some off near the high of day there, and then let the rest of it stay on for a bigger move. Apple just straight up, no dip to get in. Pretty much like PayPal, no dip to get in there either. So AMD's running up pretty good now. AMD's running up good. That should boost our NVIDIA up higher for sure. Apple, interesting, rejecting this line that we have on the chart, 229, and where did we get this line for 229? That's the question. Okay, that was the high of this day here. High of this day. So 229 key spot for Apple. I don't know if I would short Apple today, but if it's going to turn around and give us a dip opportunity back into 227, this might be the start of where it dips. That would be my thought on AAPL. Of course, we reached all-time highs today. New all-time highs on the SPY. Unbelievable. SPY 571.09. New all-time highs for the market. What a time, guys. What a time. All-time. Okay, now NVIDIA making a move back up. Looking to take some off soon here. We've got an order there to exit. And then coin, I need a spike up on that one so we can take some off. NVIDIA got an order right below 119 to sell some here. Let's see if you get it fill. And then I'll probably let it ride into 120. A lot of tickers I'm looking at are going sideways, with the exception of PayPal, Apple, and Tesla. But a lot of this chop today so far. So just need to be patient here and wait for a clear direction here in the markets. I mean, the market has had clear direction so far. I mean, to the upside, especially after this little dip that it put in this morning. Now, let's wait to see if this, moves higher, or if we have like a choppy sideways kind of day, which would make sense if you look at the daily chart. Had this break of the 568, 569, and into all-time highs for the SPY. So it would make sense that there's some consolidation here. There's some selling, I would say, people that are maybe being, a little cautious and doing some profit taking into all-time new highs. And of course, people buying breakouts. So, when you have both of those things present, I think that's what creates these doji kind of days where you don't have much of a range on those days. Okay, just took some off on NVDA. Order got filled here. And then the rest, try to wait for around 120 area. That's going to get me 2-to-1 on that trade. So did book a profit here on NVIDIA. PLTR just kind of hanging around, not doing much. Coin, same. After we get this nice spike here on coin, it kind of just withered away here. Kind of lost its momentum at the 173 area. As we can see, a lot of selling pressure at 173 on coin. So that would make sense, right? Got a lot of sellers here. It's going to be tough to push through this 173. Let's look at it on a bigger time frame. We do have a clear breakout of this 169 area. So we've been consolidating in this area for the last couple days after a big down move. Moved up a little bit, consolidated, and then we got this kind of move up here. We got room into 180s if it really wants to go. So we look at this, let's say maybe you went on a 1 hour. What it looks like on the 1 hour time frame. NVIDIA, very nice here. It is getting up into these resistance areas, so can break through. We can get into that 120, which is where I want to sell some more. AMD just blasting off, guys. AMD just blasting off. Show you guys what that looks like here on AMD. Look at this. Gone. AMD gonzo. These are the lines we had drawn on AMD from the last few days. Now let's just clear out some of these. Actually, this line is still sort of in play, right? This trend line. So maybe we leave that line. Let's remove this one. Remove this one. Some of these lines don't matter anymore. I'm going to clean up the charts a little bit. This line here is interesting. This diagonal line here is what I'm looking at. This diagonal trend line. This would indicate, if you follow trend lines, that you probably will have some resistance into 157 for AMD. Let's see. That proves to be the case. All right, coin, let's go. Coin. Coin so close to my profit target here. I'm trying to take a little bit of coin off here. Okay, got an order to fill here on coin. So we took some off. And then I'm saving some more coin to take some coin off there, higher up into that 175 area. NVDA going higher. I got an order right below 119. Sorry, 120 to sell some NVIDIA. And then maybe up into, maybe it's got room higher into more than 120, right? We looked at that earlier. Got room to 121 almost, right? Yeah. 119. So putting in some orders here on NVIDIA, putting in some stop range orders because I want to sell some here. At my 2R target. 2R target gonna be about 175. 75.40, something like that. Actually, no, I'm looking at the wrong ticker here. NVIDIA, my 2R target's gonna be 19, just under 120. So I'm trying to put an order there just under 120 for my 2R target, and then I'll save some more shares for a bigger move. So, and then kind of be patient with that one. Might take the whole day to get those targets. But we got to be patient. Patience is what makes us profitable. Patience is the name of the game, guys. At the same time, you got to pay yourself. You do have to take profits off the table. You can't just, let it ride and hope for those 3-4R targets with, they don't come every day. So there's a balance. There's a fine line between taking profits off and leaving some on for the bigger move. All right, so right now we got, what do we got? So I took some off on coin. We're long coin. We're still long NVIDIA. And I am long PLTR still as well. And PLTR haven't taken any profits off because we haven't reached at least 1 hour on those, so I try to wait for at least 1 hour before I take some profits off. And so that's probably going to be up near the high of day. That's where I want to exit some PLTR. Coin doing really well. You know, it's had a lot of resistance here at the 173 area. So let's see if it can break through. That would be nice if it can do that. And make a push in at 175, which is where I'll take the second part of my position off. So we've already taken some profit off coin off the table. We've taken some profit off NVDA as well. So both of those worked out really nicely. PLTR is just hanging around here. Needed to push a little higher for us to get the profit on those, but man, what a move today across the market. Really nice on SPY. SPY approaching the high of day. Do we get a breakout on the SPY? Holy cow, this would be new all-time highs if we get a breakout on the SPY again. So let's see what happens here. This stream is live, so what you guys see is happening in real time. NVIDIA going up higher now, and oh, I was supposed to put my order in NVIDIA. I got distracted here. Where did I have my planned order on NVIDIA? I think I had it right below 120, if I remember correctly. I was going to put a range order in on that. Apple just cannot stop. Unbelievable. Apple up 4% today. Pretty much everyone owns Apple in their IRA or their retirement plan. I would assume. So nice day for everyone out there that's holding Apple long. Super nice there. All right, let's see. Coin poised to move higher, seems like. Let's see, make sure the volume subgraph. Don't look at volume too much, to be honest. I don't, but there are times where it comes in handy. And this is like one of those times where I like to kind of see, hey, what's going on here with the volume? So there we go, nice pop. Nice pop on coin here, and I'm trying to take some off right above 175. That's the plan for coin, to try to take some off over 175. That's going to get me that 2-to-1 risk to reward. I shoot for that. Okay, AMD getting close to our line. Our diagonal. Oof, my gosh, look at SPY. Very solid move here. Volume picked up too here. Wow. Man, just absolutely on fire. Okay, the high range, 1 point. $19.75 is where I'll sell some of that, and then next target would be on NVIDIA. Okay, so I've got my NVIDIA orders in to sell, so we're good there. Good on NVDA. Although it is hitting our resistance line up here as well. It's 119.50. PLTR, what's going on with PLTR? What is this line? There's too many lines going on here. I'm going to take this line off. too much congestion here. Let's just, you know what, clear everything out. Boom. This is the only line that matters for us right now, obviously. So if Palantir can break over that 3710, boom. Boy, do we have a lot of room to go. Right? Yeah, it's 3710 though. It's acted as resistance. Like this 37 is hard to break, guys, on PLTR. Got up here, rejected. Got up here pre-market, rejected. Got up here in the afternoon yesterday, rejected. Over today pre-market, sold off. So clearly 37 is key. And definitely have a big seller here in PLTR. So I think the CEO was selling shares of PLTR. So that could be definitely a reason for that. For that resistance in that range, if someone's got a big seller just sitting there with a block order, looking to offload a bunch of shares, we're probably not going to get much of a move, right? AMD rejecting off our line here that we talked about. I had drawn this line a couple days ago here, this trend line, upward sloping trend line. It kind of did cut through here, so I don't know if this is valid because maybe it should be like this. But I had it up nonetheless. And if you were to look at it on a higher time frame, I think it does make sense, right? Because you just had a wick through that line. And now we're rejecting there at 157. I don't know, but it seems crazy to be shorting on a day like today. SPY's up almost 2%. We're at all-time highs. Do I really want to look for shorts on a day like today? I don't think so. Not until later, maybe. All right, AMD rejected. exactly off the line to the T. Trend lines work, guys. Trend lines work. All right, we're holding steady here on our longs. PLTR, NVDA, coin, still long across all of those. Got my stops in place, so you know, if things turn to the downside, we have our stops in place. Otherwise, we keep rolling. Okay, so the market broke the high a little bit, and now we're back into the range. So just a lot of tickers still on with a nice upward trend. So Apple would be nice if we get a dip in the VWAP today, but man, does not look like it wants to dip at all today. Alright, so I'm still in those trades. The same trades from this morning. That's going to be the long on coin, NVDA, PLTR. 3 longs, all in the money, and I've taken off half the size on both coin and NVIDIA. PLTR, I'm in full size still. I've not taken any profits on that one, but I may here soon, since it's not moving much. It's not moving much, so what's the deal, PLTR? What is the deal here? I have moved the stops up, of course, on all the tickers here. So if we do get a down move, my risk is limited in case we go the other way. All right, Apple coming down here. See if we get a bounce off WeVap in the next 20-30 minutes here. PLTR hanging around here. We got our stop below this consolidation area here. So, you know, we're still long PLTR. And we're still long NVDA and coin. So, good thing we took some coin off here near the highs. Now, my stop is going to be below the 50 EMA. And I fully expect both PLTR and coin to just consolidate sideways here for quite a while now. You know, it could be an hour, 30 minutes, whatever. But, you know, I found the best way to deal with these things is have a stop in place, have some exits in place, and walk away, right? Or maybe not walk away, but, you know, don't really stare at the chart too long, because, you know, you can make the trade decisions now. You can decide where you want to stop out. You can decide where you want to take profits. And then in effect, you can simply walk away, because staring at the chart shouldn't change anything, right? Like if you look at this chart, you analyze it and you say, okay, well, the stop should be somewhere here. And if I want to exit, I want to exit up here. Well, that really shouldn't change if, you know, if this dips down a little lower. It doesn't mean you should, okay, now stop out all of a sudden, increase your stop higher. Nor is it that if it pops up into this area, you're like, okay, I should take it off here. You know, those decisions, if you make them, are more driven by short-term emotion and short-term fluctuations in pricing, not really based on logic, right? And that's what I'm using now. I'm using logic to set my stop without emotion, and using logic to set my exits. And once I do that, there really shouldn't be any second guessing. I mean, of course you will. I mean, it's human nature to second guess your decisions, but if you're trading, if you're day trading and you're in it for the long haul, and you plan to do day trading consistently and pull money out of the markets, then you kind of have to have a systematic approach, kind of like I'm saying. And you have to get rid of that emotion. And it's tough, but I think it's really the only way to beat the markets consistently, is that if you have a system and a process and you stick to it, regardless of the results. I mean, you know, sometimes you may get stopped out and it goes higher. Yeah, that's going to happen probably a decent amount of the time. So you have to kind of maybe adjust your strategy to where you're putting your stops too tight. Or maybe you're putting them too wide. Like if you're putting them a stop all the way down to 168 on coin, maybe that's too much room based on how much risk versus reward you can get. So, but those are the things that I think about when I'm placing a day trade: is risk reward and what makes logical sense. Where should stops go? Where should targets be? or a PLTR spiking up here, and I'm going to take some off on PLTR right here, right over 37. So we've got an exit on PLTR, and still have sides left on the long on PLTR. So, you know, maybe we make a bigger move here. You know, up over into the pre-market highs, 37.40s, I believe. Yeah, 37.40s is the pre-market high. We'll label that. Maybe we get a move into that area. You know, if we do, we'll be there to take some off. So, yeah, that's the plan with PLTR. Apple coming into the VWAP. So I've been stalking that one from this morning. We talked about, you know, how I would like to get long on VWAP near the VWAP on Apple. So let's see if we get our chance. Coin has defended on this, on the 50 EMA. It has held. AMD is holding up strong, and now we get a bounce in this buy. So that's of course good for our NVDA position, because I am still long on NVDA as well. So let's do something here. Let's change to a pan. Done. Okay, let's go. Let's make these a little bit easier to see here what's going on. Make this a little bit easier. Get rid of the volume, since we don't really look at that too much. So here we are. You can see the charts a little bit better now, and see what we're working with on these charts. One thing I haven't looked too much today is Tesla, which let's put Tesla back up here. A nice move on Tesla, but really no opportunity to get in, unless of course you got in early. All right, here we go. Nice move on PLTR. Very nice move on PLTR. We'll take that. So my next exit on PLTR is going to be up near the pre-market highs. That's where we're going to get out, guys. On PLTR, coin, nice bounce off the 50 EMA. So held that over the VWAP. NVDA, I'm still long on NVDA. My target there is going to be probably 120, 121. This 120.80 is a line from higher time frame resistance. Apple didn't quite make it to the VWAP, so I mean, maybe it doesn't go down today, right? We could, you know, it could just shoot up higher from here. Sometimes when stocks are really strong, they don't really make contact with the VWAP. And, you know, a day like today, all-time highs, Apple's up 3.5%. That could definitely happen. And if that does happen, it means that I won't be taking the trade because I don't want to get in here. The reason for that is I would much prefer it to maybe do a bounce up to 229 and then make another down move down to 227.50s into our VWAP. So kind of like this kind of move, go up, reject here, and then come back down. And then we get the slow move back to new highs in the afternoon. So that's kind of the move that I've seen happen a lot in large caps. So if that's the case, then if I do get in here, I'm going to get stopped out when it makes that move. When it cycles down below the VWAP, that's where I would get stopped out. So instead of doing that, I'd rather just wait for it to make that move and then go this way, that pattern that I'm looking for. You could call it ABCD pattern or whatever pattern you want to name it, but it's something that I've seen a lot. And another thing that really makes me want to wait for the reject here, then move back lower, is look at the SPY. It's just moving sideways. We're in a consolidation zone on SPY. If SPY was just going this way, nice 45-degree angle, then I might be convinced to go ahead and long here and put my stop somewhere like there and then look for 2 to 1 to exit at 231. But because SPY is so choppy, I'm going to anticipate that Apple's going to do some shenanigans here. So, of course, I could be totally wrong, and this thing just goes straight to 231 right now. And that's okay. Don't have to be in the trade. I'm already in 3 trades. I'm long coin, NVIDIA, PLTR. We are long 3 trades right now, and that's good enough. No problems there. So I'm going to take off some PLTR here because we are sort of running into this resistance area. This is like an ATR band here that we've got. So let's look at the bigger time frame here, 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, this is quite a move up getting into this zone. I think it's smart to take some off here and then maybe wait to take some off in the 37.40s. So makes total sense. So we will do that. I'll probably try to sell some NVIDIA here at the highs as well into this resistance band that we have up. So we'll try to take some of that off there as well. Coin, same thing. You know, probably try to take some off here at 174. while still leaving some, of course, for a bigger move. AMD breaking a new highs here. Tesla, same thing. Coin and PLTR looking good. Everything's looking pretty solid. We got SPY bouncing off the EMAs and the VWAP. So Coin, like I said, I'm going to look to take some off soon here. Still have a decent size on Coin, and been very patient from our entry around here is where we entered Coin on the long side. Took some off into this pop. Survived through this dip here, which is very close to our stop. And, sort of similar thing here on NVDA as well. We got in long on NVDA on this wick right here. That's where our long was. Took some off here in the highs. Waited for this dip. Now I want to take some off here, here, maybe here. Let's see. Maybe I'll split the rest of this order, what I have left, into like 3 exits. PLTR, I'm close to exiting probably the full position here in the 3750s. Even though, I mean, on the daily, it's looking really strong. But pretty choppy, and I'm okay. I'm okay with taking profits off close to here, and then, if it goes higher, so be it. Intel rejecting the trend line. This is the trend line that we drew here this morning. 2150. And PayPal very strong, up almost 5.5% today. PayPal. Wow, very nice on PayPal. Very nice. NVIDIA close to taking some off the long on NVIDIA here. It's right at our resistance band here. and try to sell some near 120 as well. So if we get a push through the highs here, I think we can get our exit up top as well. So PLTR, if it breaks this low, I'll probably get out of all the long here on PLTR. I'm just going to do candle by candle method on this one now, since it has made it quite a large move here, and a dollar move to the upside. PLTR. Okay, took some off on NVDA there. I also took some off on coin. We added our line here. So booking some profits today. Okay, so I'm all out of the PLTR long here, all out. That was a very nice trade here on PLTR. We got long right close to the VWAP early on, 3670s. Right around here we got long, and took some off over 37, so we sold some here, and then we sold all of it in this area. So all out there. Coin, I'm trying to sell some near the highs and then maybe up to 176. NVIDIA, similar plan. Going to be scaling out of NVIDIA on the pops into 120, 121. So we'll leave some bigger orders in case we get this big run here in the afternoon with the stops in place. So the size I have now is just about, well, NVIDIA actually have basically a third. I have a third left on both coin and NVIDIA. So we'll let those ride and see what we can hit on those two. Alrighty, here we go. We have a nice move on coin. So took some off there on coin. I had to order to automatically get us out. And that was very nice. PLTR moving down. So good thing we got out, I guess. Good thing we got out of our PLTR long. So what is going on with coin here? Coin initially target was 175s, right? Okay. I see. Okay. Right. Trying to figure out here that am I getting 2-to-1 return on the NVDA and the coin longs that we have. Because we did get long coin NVDA pretty early on, and you know, my goal is to try to do 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 return risk reward. 3-to-1 is pretty rare for me, you know, but I obviously get 1-to-1 quite often. In fact, I mean, I shoot for 1-to-1 minimum, so 1-to-1 is definitely what I aim for, and then 2-to-1 and 3-to-1 targets are my second. So we did get long NVIDIA pretty early, so we are going to hit 2-to-1 here in NVIDIA. We have already actually hit 2-to-1 on NVIDIA, and then coin as well. So both of these trades working out nice for us. 69. Okay, that's trying to go back to my initial entry and my initial stop, and then go back to see, you know, if we're at 2-to-1 on that. And I think coin, that would be around 1.7. Actually, it's just over 175. So we are at 2-to-1 on coin. And then NVIDIA, because I did move my stops up. So when I move my stops up, it does obviously change the target on that, whether it's 2-to-1 or not. So, and we also hit 2-to-1 on NVIDIA as well. So very nice there. NVIDIA, do I want to take off more here on NVIDIA? Maybe I'll do that here. We'll take some more off NVIDIA here. And wow, PLTR really pushing down. So nice exits there on PLTR for us. Nice to be able to take that off. And so now I'm just going to let it ride on NVIDIA and coin, because I have small size left, maybe about a quarter size left on those. So I'm going to set some range orders and you know, using break-even stops. Targeting 120 and 121 on NVDA. So now I don't really even have to worry about that. And same thing with coin. You can do break-even stops on those as well. It's going to be down near 171. So 171, and below the VWAP is where I would get out of coin. So more than above my break-even point. And then where do I want to sell? Oh, 176 seems like a decent area to sell. Okay, Apple making the move that we talked about earlier. So talked about Apple making this move off the 20 EMA, and a lot of people might get long here, but I talked about where it can do a move like this, go up, reject, come back down below the VWAP, maybe even into the 50 EMA to 27 area, and then make this move higher up in the afternoon session. So that's where I would get long on this in this area where it bounces off this area, on the way back up, I'd get long. That would be my setup long for Apple. So PayPal, Apple, both my candidates for a WeWeb touch and go for the afternoon. Maybe even Tesla. I don't know. Tesla just does not seem like it wants to stop. Similar to PayPal here. PayPal, same thing. Does not look like it wants to touch even the 20 EMA. Forget the WeWeb. I don't think this is going to come down today. Big move here. You look at the daily. Nice breakout for PayPal. PayPal got a lot of room to run here. This is the weekly chart. It's obviously been beat up a lot, so a lot of room for that one. All right, so Apple bounced off the 20 EMA again, so maybe this thing is too strong. Maybe this thing is too strong, and my idea of it coming back into VWAP is just not going to happen. I don't know. You know, that could definitely, like we talked about, you know, that's definitely a possibility where we don't even get that move. So, and that's okay. You know, I'm trying to be more selective on trades that I take. I think in the past I've been way too eager to jump into trades that, you know, and sometimes they work out, but a lot of times they don't. So this is all about setting a clear process, having a clear system. So it's definitely better to wait. You know, it just kind of teaches you discipline, teaches you patience, and that might mean you miss a few trades. And you know that it is what it is, right? That's okay. All right, so still looking at coin and NVIDIA, still long on both. PLTR, very nice we got out of that one when we did near the top here at 37.30s was my exit on PLTR. So PLTR might also do that move that we're talking about, that we talked about with Apple and Tesla, PayPal, where we might get that bounce off the WeWrap. But PLTR, you know, it's rejected this 37 area right there so many times, 1, 2, 3 times. I mean, today we did get over that area for the first time, but now we rejected the pre-market area, the pre-market highs. So I'm not too confident in PLTR versus something like, you know, Apple, PayPal. So, okay, pretty quick down moves here across the board here. SPY ticking down, NVIDIA ticking down, PLTR coin. So nice that we took off some most of our size here on coin and NVIDIA. So I got my stops in place on coin and NVIDIA to be slightly above break even. So worst case scenario, we lose some unrealized gains, but you know, we're definitely not taking a loss. It's a risk-free trade at this point, which is super nice. Just want to take a quick look at Tesla here and what happened yesterday. So we had this big spike up on the, let's clear some of these lines out, 15-minute chart here. So we had the spike up yesterday and then moved back down like the pretty much what SPY did. And then today we had the gap up and then a dip here, gap up, drop, and spike up. So what was there a level here that we could have used? I guess the pre-market lows. Just thinking here, what would have been a good dip buy opportunity on Tesla here? The pre-market lows, well, that area 231.80, so maybe a dip into that or here. Just trying to see what there's some traders in either the dip buy when the stocks are going down. Just trying to see what they could be looking at here, possible entry levels. Guessing this was the area they're looking into here. It's a pretty clear breakout spot right here, 234.75, 234.92. Pretty clear level there that it broke out of this morning. Nice move on Tesla. Yeah. Did not have much time to prep this morning, but if I had, would have identified this level here, this 235 area, you know, where we bounced off several times. And over that, I think could have maybe even this level here, if you look at it. I think we could have drafted a strategy this morning coming in that, you know, if we get a break of these levels, then a long can be good here. That is the power of planning, guys. It's power of coming to the markets early, bright and early, and checking on things, researching before the market opens so that you're prepared. And that's something I didn't do today. I was late to the screens this morning. All right, so now things are sort of still consolidating sideways. I've got a stop in coin at 171.50. My stop on NVDA is going to be near that 118 level. Apple just riding the 20 EMA. Good for Apple. PLTR did get back into the VWAP, but like I said, I don't feel super confident in PLTR long versus something like Tesla or Apple. I think Tesla and Apple fare much better, I think, as those trades in the afternoon where we can get a dip and then maybe a slow grind up to back to the highs, or maybe even make new highs. So you know, something similar to, like, I don't know if you guys are looking at AMD. Let's put AMD up here. AMD also similar. PayPal similar. So looking into those, NVIDIA obviously very strong, up 5%. I can see this thing continuing higher here. Sorry, that's my phone here. Alright guys, sorry, I got a phone call there, so I am back here. So yeah, I was just mentioning that, you know, looking into some of these tickers, what I would look for afternoon trades. SPY again spiking off the highs, potential double top there. So as of now, I am still long coin and I'm long NVDA, and I've got stops in on both and some targets up top. So I'm going to let those ride for about a quarter of my position left on both of those. And I think I'm probably going to end this stream right here, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. I may start streaming later on this afternoon if we get some trades going. But if not, we will see you guys on tomorrow, Friday the 20th. Take care and hope you guys had a good day.